as smart as Brent Rooker is, that's kind of hard to believe that he believes in aliens, but to each his own.
You're driving home from Memphis, late at night, you hear these two old dudes on the radio talking about Project Moondust, which is basically the whole idea is a government cover-up. And you, the man of learning you are, instead of saying these guys are crazy and changing the channel, you started listening and you're like, all right, there might be something here.
Yeah, absolutely. I've just been kind of interested in all kinds of conspiracies just for a while. I always read about it on the internet and articles and whatever I can find. And so I was coming back after Easter, I think it was. I heard this radio show, these two guys talking about all kind of UFO sightings and cover-ups and conspiracies that I hadn't heard about. And I was kind of didn't have any good music to listen to, so I figured might as well tune in and see what they got to say. And I listened to them for about an hour and a half. And they had some pretty interesting things to say. Made some pretty valid points. So then that kind of got me into it. I went home and read a little bit more. Just got it started from there.
To be a baseball player, it's such a mental game. Your brain has to operate on something of a different level.
There's so much failure involved that you got to have things that kind of get you out of your own head so you can keep succeeding.
What do you think the government's trying to hide?
I think first of all, the issue you have to address isn't the existence of UFOs. I think that's the first thing you got to say is they're real. There have been plenty of sightings. There's thousands of sightings every year.
Yeah.
There's plenty of documentation, both videos, and photographs of these things in the sky that no one can really identify. And so that's the first thing you have to do is kind of take away the stigma of, hey, maybe these things aren't real. They're definitely real. And then you move into the fact of, what are they, where do they come from, and what do we know about them? And I think the next fallacy that's out there is people think that the existence of UFOs and then the existence of like little Martian type creatures are the same thing.
Do I believe in aliens? I actually do not believe in aliens. I think it's 2016. I think if there was anything up there, we would know by now.
If all of this is real, if there is technology we are unaware of, if there are craft that can go into space, that can stop on a dime, that can move without sound, is the public ready for all that?
I don't know. That's the big question. Is there's so much conflict, in the world already between, what you have going on in the Middle East and our involvement in it. Is what kind of impact would this have on those type of situations if this information technology is released? And then you got to ask who has it. Is it just the United States that has it? Is it the United States and Russia maybe has it? Are there any? What does North Korea have? Are there any other countries in the Middle East that might have similar technology? And what that would do to kind of change the face of the global situation of how it is now.
We're on our way. Mississippi State has the Howell Observatory. I don't know if you're familiar. I don't think either of us have been out there before. It's supposed to be pretty cool. They do a lot of public viewings at nights, look into space. And you and I were actually talking about recently huge discoveries in terms of astrophysics. They've confirmed the existence of gravitational waves.
If these gravitational waves, do what we think they do, and essentially what it is two black holes collapsing in on each other, and creating kind of a ripple in the space-time continuum, giving you the ability to travel, further distances in less amount of time by kind of skipping through space.
I can honestly say that I don't believe in aliens, but I do know that my wife and my children watch all of those shows that involve the Walking Dead and things of that nature. And I know that's not alien stuff, although I don't know, maybe it could be. I've never watched an episode, but.
You think aliens are real?
I don't know.
I mean, obviously, I don't know either.
I don't know. I've read a lot. But we don't have any hard evidence that we know of a body or an actual crashed ship that we could confirm came from somewhere that wasn't Earth. Yeah. But I don't rule out the possibility, but I don't have enough information on the subject to make a claim one way or another.
By the way, that cow is smelling real good.
Yeah.
Whatever it is they got cooking out here, that's a nice smell. you watch any movie like Independence Day or Pacific Rim, it's always the aliens are coming to kill us.
Right, yeah, they could be nice. They
Yeah,
could be,
yeah, like, or here's the thing. What if we're the most advanced species in the universe? Well, then it's on us to go out and explore, you know? Well, maybe this, the telescope out here will give us a minor glimpse.
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
I don't think we're gonna find any aliens, if I had to guess. Hey, looks like we're here. Hey!
Out here leading, you know, teaching the public, educating them. We're getting set for some other cool opportunities, like we're already planning for 2017. August 21st, 2017, we're going to have a 95% totality solar eclipse going right over the university.
You know, we're talking UFOs specifically.
Okay.
You know, unidentified flying objects, not little green men from Mars, but just in terms of that, does that excite you? I mean, how much are people kind of talking about that?
It does excite me, and I'm not the only one in the department. Actually,
so it's not a taboo topic.
No, it's not. If you start talking about, you know, little green men and UFOs, you know, around Mars, people will think, okay, that's not going to happen. But life outside of Earth, you know, there's a lot of things going on with that. Actually, one of our professors, the director for the observatory, she does research on extrasolar planets, looking for habitable life. So she's looking way out in the universe, looking for these planets just like Earth. And so it's a valid thing, and people are doing it. And I mean, when you think about it, you know, we're not even sure if there's other life inside of our solar system. We're looking at Saturn, and on Saturn there's this moon, Europa, that has liquid water below its ice. So it has layers a couple miles deep of ice. Below that there's liquid water. If there's liquid water, there could be life, because that's the biggest thing that we need for life. So we're not even sure if there's other life in our solar system. We can't say that there's not life out in the universe.
Think about a major change at this point?
I don't think so. This kind of goes over my head a little bit. I'll stick with my business administration type stuff.
There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
I dig it. Well, cool. Man, I appreciate you letting us talk with you.
Yeah, no problem.
We've enjoyed it.
And then, you know, I got B.O.B. still behind the times a little bit. If you didn't see that, the rapper.
Oh, what do you got to say?
He's still making claims that the Earth is flat. And then,
Really? That seems not smart of him.
Right. And then NASA is just a cover-up of... NASA's trying to cover up that fact through editing pictures of Earth to make it look round and not like it's flat like it actually is.
What does he think NASA has to gain by telling us?
I'm not sure. I didn't get that far into it. But yeah, that's where he stands on the issue.
He is a disgrace to my name. I don't think horses think about this stuff.
No, they don't. Where do I get my next food? When do I sleep?